Red scorpions? What kind of a fool hunts red scorpions? Well, here we are, ladies and germs. And I mean that with as little affection as I can possibly muster. We are back! As always, I am your beloved host, Progerosaurus, and this is Fallout 4. And when we left off, we don't need a junked up car. When we left off, we had just claimed the Taffington Boathouse, which am this place. But before we get too invested in this, let's clean up the road a little bit. You know, little roadside cleaning. It's good for the environment and it's good for property values. Let's get rid of all this debris because it's ugly. And get rid of... Oh, no. I'll leave the piles of leaves, mostly because there's not really anything under them and it'll look ugly if I get rid of them. Let's get rid of that. So that's about as good as we're going to get this road. It's always going to look ugly no matter what you do with it. We're getting rid of the truck because it's just an explosion hazard. These piles of leaves I will get rid of because they're in the middle of the road. You don't need a tire wall. Don't need those tires. Don't need that set of debris. Don't need that set of debris. Look at all these tires around here. Jeez. Okay, I think that's most of the ugly stuff there. We're gonna get rid of this fencing because I think it's ugly, and we're gonna get rid of this little car. I can't remember what that's called. There's a name for that kind of car. I know the one that's kind of bullet or arrow shaped is the Fusion Fleet. That was prominent in Fallout 3 and in Vegas. In this game, it's not as common, but it is around. Don't need that blood bug. It's just a corpse anyway. Let's get rid of some of these vines. There. And I'm going to get rid of these awnings because they're just really ugly. They look terrible. They're just tattered as shit. There. Now we're starting to improve a little bit. There. Get rid of those vines. We don't need the weed whacker. More vines. If the vines didn't look like absolute garbage, I might consider keeping them around for ambiance, but they do look like complete garbage. They're terrible looking. I hate them. Not the house roof. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, well, as long as we're talking about in the water, we got a number of things in the water that don't need to be there. Cinder blocks. Tires. Cars. people. Yeah, that's good enough for now. There. The metal box. Okay, yep. Oh. These cinder blocks, I don't know why they're here. More of that awning that's terrible. Okay. Get rid of that vine. Take a brief jaunt upwards. Get rid of these vines. There. Okay. It's starting to look a little better. Do not need these laser tripwires. And we can delete that stuff and leave the robo. No need for a duffel bag. That is a good point, Luna, that the cinder blocks there could provide cover during raids, but you have to understand that I don't care about these people. In fact, I'm trying to make their lives as miserable as possible. So it really is more in keeping with my general design philosophy to eliminate any source of cover or beauty or anything like that. Okay, let's see here. Any other patches of ugly vines? Yes, there's one right there. And there's more. Okay. I guess let's go down. Don't need the safe. Don't need the desk lamp. Don't need the broken terminal. Don't need the desk. Don't need the chair. Don't need the file cabinet. Empty picture frame. The boss chest. Sleeping bag. No. I'm actually going to tear out these walls because they are pointless. Like, there's not enough of them to actually properly separate this into two rooms, and I have no need. Yeah, Mary Sutton, sorry. Your existence is unnecessary. That fusion cell. Okay. There we go. Yep, the blood bug and the rug. Getting rid of anything at all. Which displeases me. That plywood, I don't know why they put the plywood on the floor. I guess to make it look more post-apocalyptic-y. Those roof pieces are pretty rough too. And this thing, they put some additional cinder blocks around the cooking station, which has cinder blocks on the model as it is, which was probably to make it look a little more unique and stuff, but it's completely unnecessary. Oh, yeah. Blood bug, yes. Not house frame, blood bug. Don't need a couch. Sitting down is a luxury. was talking to my wife earlier today about the about Army policy and such, and I mentioned that there is one really obvious advantage to having a standing army, and that is you save on shares. Can't take credit for that. That was from Duck Soup, which is an awesome-ass movie. You've never seen it. Okay, so that's everything that needs to be scrapped. Let's get rid of this. There's arguably more stuff we can scrap, or that would benefit us to scrap, but nothing else that we absolutely need to scrap. So, we're going to have to decide what we want to do with this place. It's fairly intact as it is. I think what I'm going to do... See, I don't really particularly care for this. They've got two roof pieces that are overlapping. Hold on, I missed a signal there. They've got two roof pieces that are overlapping. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of those. And same thing over here. They don't cover all of the roof anyway. Oh, missed a line. There. So, we're going to rebuild the roof and kind of fix up this place. And I want to make it look like it did like it did before the war. I think that should be our goal. So, let's see here. Barn floors do have this very nice, nice wooden piece here. Let's try to get that as even as we possibly can. I don't think we're going to do much better than that. Now you see there's a problem here because these houses are built on a slightly different scale. So by lining up on this side, which we've got pretty close, we leave big gaps over here and go over there. So, like I said, our goal is to make this look exactly, reconstruct it exactly as it probably existed pre-war. And so we are going to do that, first of all, by building well outside the lines. Because I feel like that's probably how the house looked. And hold on, there's some more tires. Can't have tires. Tires will just get in the way. There. So yeah. I feel like that's probably how the house originally looked, lopsided like that, and with no access to the third floor from the second. Like, so right off the bat, we're doing very well. And we're gonna want to put some walls up. And like, walls obviously are made of wood. And let's find some nice wooden walls that, did I just see? Yeah, this game is getting a little trippy with me. Alright, is this... Okay, that's a colored one. Those are colored. I don't want the colored kinds. Well, that's gonna be taken out of context. Okay. Oh, oh, no, 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 no. Don't need the console. There. And also... there. See, that's good. That's good. And we need a corner piece here. You'll do. There, just like that. So now... Oh, glowing furnace. Scrap that too. So yeah, I am pretty confident that this is a very close approximation of how this place looks pre-war. But we still need to solve the problem of people being able to get into it. I mean, we actually don't. I'm under no obligation to help these people whatsoever. But we're going to. I think what I'm going to do here... put in one of these, and I don't feel like they need to see anything that's over this way. So there. And then right here, we will put our stairway. And likewise, I feel no obligation to give these people a nice view to the back 40. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and make a very safe walkway, which they can take to get down to the floor level. Go like this, and then we'll need it to go down. Yeah. Oh, we can just... There we go. Yep. And yeah, I feel like this is what this house probably looked like. Now then, we need to put in a roof. I mean, I guess we don't need to, but we're going to. And it's up to us to make the shittiest roof we can imagine. There. And this big middle section, I don't know, I might just leave that open. They could use the fresh air. Actually, they couldn't. They hate the fresh air. But I'm not telling them that. There. Some guide rails for safety, which will be absolutely no use because the stairway itself is wide open with no handrails. And then you come up into this nice open air section. I'm sure that, I mean, if you've ever lived in Boston, please feel free to comment, but I'm pretty sure that the weather in Boston stays nice year-round. And it never, ever snows. Now, is this sufficient? Can characters get to this? I feel like they can. So that's 2 beds. There's 4 beds. 6 beds. 8 beds. 10 beds. 12 beds. I know I normally stop at 12, but for symmetry's sake, we'll go up to 16. Oh, and right here, there. Just so nobody falls off. We wouldn't want them getting hurt. So there we have it. Plenty of beds for all of our colonists, but there is a problem. What are they going to eat?
Beautiful.
We're gonna, well, yes, I mean, obviously, because I'm too lazy to plant anything but we're gonna need to give them a garden. So let's put it in the most logical place, the 2nd floor of the house.
How does it get water?
I will show you. It's actually going to be an ingenious plan.
Is this the room where all the lightning's going to be kept?
No. Okay, there we go. Alright, and we have enough mutafruit that we can plant a lot of it. Here's 5. $10. $15. $20. There we go. 20 mutafruit. Nice and protected on the inside, where everyone will obviously know to look for it. However, Nick does have a point. We are going to need some water. And we actually have access to the river here, so we have no problem providing water. We're not going to use it, because, as you know, our policy here is that we want to make things as difficult as possible for our colonists. So, these water pumps will pump water from these garden plots on the 3rd floor. And then colonists will just have to carry the water down the stairs into the house, up the stairs, and manually water the plants. I feel like that is the most efficient way we could do this. Really, it's the only way that makes any sense, if you think about it.
How does it get sun?
That's the funny thing. It don't.
How will it grow?
Oh, it'll grow just fine. They don't need sunlight.
Ah, Harvest Moon style planet.
Yep. Now, best place for a nuclear reactor is in a shed. I feel like we can all agree that that is the case. Like, I feel like if I did a poll right now among my viewers, basically everyone would agree inside a shed is the best place for nuclear power. I mean, just look at the one Boy Scout kid who built a feeder reactor in his garden shed back in like the 50s or 60s or whatever. I'm not bullshitting you, by the way. That is a real event that really happened. A kid really did build a feeder reactor in his shed from discarded bullshit.
Yeah, David Charles Hahn, sometimes called Radioactive Boy Scout.
Yup. It worked out well. They only had to evacuate like the entire neighborhood.
And he was 17 at the time. From Michigan.
Okay. I need to be able to manipulate one of those. Oh, right. No can jumpies while doing that. Okay, well, next best thing, go the long way. Man, I am envious of whoever gets that bed right over the power conduit.
Could I have you get my nail kit?
Yes,
My
1 second.
nail is frayed and I keep catching the knitting.
Okay, 1 second, guys.
Just one little fray. It's just catching every single time.
Regular viewers of the show may notice that it is the second Tuesday of the month, which should be Two-Player Tuesday, but we're kind of skipping it this month because of Nick's
Extremely
knitting.
large project.
Yeah, knitting project. There
My
we go.
spite knitting project.
Power lines strung right across the way there. That's good. I feel like that's what people come to this place expecting. So this is all very good. Works very well. Sometimes I feel bad for our people, so I'm going to provide them with a breakfast nook. Just so that, you know, they don't feel like they're completely abandoned. What kind of shape am I doing? There we go. Okay. food. We want... Come on. OC decorator, man. Alright. Just gotta find it here. Okay, yep. Other. There we go. Bon appetit, my friends. But you will have to share that canned dog food. I've only got the one. That's actually a lie, but, you know, they don't fucking know.
They'll have mutafruit, they're fine.
Yeah, which probably will give them cancer or something, but, I mean, whatever. And just so that this looks like I gave half an ass. In constructing it. Come on. There.
When you finally see your kid again, you're just going to be like, hooray, I'm so glad you look nothing like your father.
I mean, for all we know, he takes after our father. Or his father.
Then he would certainly be hard to miss.
Okay, that's pretty good right there. I don't want to make it look like there's too much support on those upper levels. Just enough. Alright, so we got water, we got food, we got power. The only thing we don't have is defense. We need some defense. And we'll just plop these in the middle of the road. One over there, one over there, done and done. And now, all we really need is a beacon. There. Something that says, "Come to Taffington Boathouse." I fucking dare you. So there we go. Another wonderful construction settlement. People will be happy to live here for many productive years. Okay. Probably going to continue on over to... I really want to hit up the Nahant Sheriff's Department. So I'm probably going to head in that direction. But before we go, I don't know if you remember from last time, but we found a note on Mary Sutton up there that we, you know, unceremoniously scrapped her corpse. Saying something about something about heading over this way. Hey. Stupid blood bugs. They're gone. Just let them go. Okay.
It's not like they would attack him. I mean, they're after like blood. He doesn't have it. Does he?
No, but surprisingly, it doesn't matter. Here's Margaret Sutton with Russell's note. Notes. We want Russell's note. Okay. Margie, I snuck out last night and had a look at the drainage pipe at the end of the canal. It's cracked and looks like if I clear away some of the garbage, I should be able to get in. I think it's the opening mentioned in that holotape. If we can get those chems, we might be able to buy a new Brahmin. I'm going to check it out, but I told Mom I was going over to the slog to trade for some tools, so cover for me. I should be back by evening. Oh, hey, Meph. Welcome to the show. So, we're going to go into the Malden drainage system. This is an unmarked location. Goddamn stupid bugs.
Time for the round.
No, not the water. Okay. Cool. Just making sure that I didn't miss anything.
These old terminals could be real finicky.
Come on. Man, patrolling the Mojave makes you wish for a nuclear winter. At some point, I do intend to do, like, Fallout 3 and possibly New Vegas as well. I'm not as fond of New Vegas. Like, it's, don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic game. Like, but,
They kind of shoehorn you into a path early
Arms
on.
over here.
yeah. Hey, Nick, out of my way. I actually think that New Vegas would have been better served being a much more linear game and not an open world game. This is another thing I was discussing earlier today with people. It just doesn't lend itself super well to being open world because like there's very distinctive areas that like kind of level gate you and stuff. And here's Russell Stutton Pledge Initiate Instructions. So presumably he came in here to try and get these chems from this chem station, and something went tits up, and bad things happen. Where is pledge? There is Pledge Initiation Instructions.
Greetings, brothers! You are here because it is that time of year when we induct our newest members into this most esteemed fraternity. Before their initiation is complete, they must be prepared to receive the mysteries of our order. You can find the substances necessary to open their minds in the drainage. As you all remember from your own initiation. Remember that the pledges should be blindfolded before you bring them up the canal. And keep an eye out for anyone out late in the park. The elders will be by Sunday evening for the dinner, and all new pledges must be present, so stick to the normal dosage. Orto oblitus osa.
So yeah. Like I said, that's an unmarked quest. It's not super necessary. You just get a few chems from it, but you know, it's fun. All right, so this is actually a fairly dangerous area, and actually it says we're in danger. Oh, because of this stupid bug. Nick, because he's an idiot. So, that medical center there is full of super mutants, and I don't feel like fighting them.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take a Voltec. Oops. Oh, I'll take a stew pot too. Why the fuck not?
You're stretchy as place. You're so stretchy as place. I got a key. His name is Ashby. Well, you got yourself stuck.
I think Nick just killed something.
You're closet betraying. Stop the big door.
Right here we have an old construction site.
Give you and your brothers a chance. You guys see what those. Yeah, you like
Let's-
like
Oh yeah, look at all that stuff. Used oil can, definitely. Gotta loot the shit out of this place. Now, we don't want to venture down that way. There are a lot of super mutants, and it's very bad. But it's okay if we skirt around it a little bit. Yeah, I'll take the bags of cement. Oh. Now, you may have noticed that the name was Mutant Cur, but it was a Centaur. It does that sometimes with the Institute Centaurs mod. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I sort of do. It replaces some of the spawns of mutant dogs with centaurs. So, every now and then, you'll get a centaur that spawns with the name Mutant Dog or something to that effect. Or vice versa, you can get mutant dogs that spawn with the name Centaur, but, like, those are rarer. That's another medical facility. We can't actually do anything with that until we get further along in McCready's quest line. I don't think that's a rad scorpion. I am positive that's a rad scorpion.
So you're siding with...
The rad scorpions.
You're siding with red scorpions this time? Alright.
It's just, let's just sneak up on them like so.
Well, Well, you're not going to lead this faction to victory if you keep killing them.
You'd be surprised. Red scorpions are pretty dumb. Sometimes not having them around is better. Also, you can't actually lead the red scorpion faction. No, it's safe, just sitting in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I asked you. You said red scorpions. I'm assuming you're leading them to victory.
I know, yes, I was making a joke. I was just being a jackass, like I do. Funny jokes, man, on the internet. Tells the jokes. Doesn't get the laughs.
I'm
That's
sorry.
me.
I'm busy adoring my little fluff kid.
Yeah, that's fair.
God, you are so chunky.
Another relay tower.
How is it you're this chunky? We don't overfeed you, so how are you this fat? You're just such a pudgy.
A lot of radios around here for some reason.
Such pudgies, God. Such a pudgies. Such a pudgies. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah? Hi.
Anyway, I don't know if you remember how these work, but basically you just tell it to extend the satellites, it does that, and then you pick up a whole bunch of signals. Default radio signal. Is that the only one? Well, that might be the only one we found right now. Now then.
Is there a point to them?
They lead you to minor treasures and stuff. We're close to Country Crossing.
Oh, so like pickaxes and helmets?
Like, actually, kind of, yeah. Like,
Well, I mean, what else would miners need? A canary in a cage?
okay, that's. I mean, that joke is just a stretch too far. Wild gourd blossoms. Yep, we would need some of those, obviously. For all that chem crafting that I never do. Okay.
Oh, you meant miner treasure.
Yes,
Like
the
toy
treasure is under.
like toy trains and cars and
Yeah,
baseball
because
caps.
they're under 18. Yes. It's- Okay, this is the Army training field. We actually have a job, a quest to clear that area out.
He complains about my jokes. He wants to be the funny internet man, but he doesn't tell any good jokes.
Okay, where's the
Is it all the time?
nest? Fly. Well, don't pick a fight if you're not gonna carry it through. Jeez. Oh. Yes, he was. Imagine
Anything
that.
useful?
So this here is Country Crossing. It's not much of a place, honestly. Obviously, it's a settlement.
You've got to help. They kidnapped my son.
Who kidnapped him?
They said they'd be back for the ransom in a few days. If I don't pay up, they'll kill him. But I don't have that kind of money.
Do you know where they took him?
I'm pretty sure. I'll mark it on your map. We asked the Minutemen for help, but I didn't really think anyone would come. Just bring him back safe. Okay?
Okay, well, I will definitely bring him back. Maybe even safe. So he's right there. We will probably do that at some point, but for right now, I want to just continue to press on. I want to avoid that radio tower, though, because it has, again, a shitload of super mutants in it.
So his son will be safe till you go rescue him?
Oh yeah, they won't do jack shit. Like, this,
You see, that's what I kind of dislike about the other thing I really dislike about open world games. Nothing feels pressing.
That's not an inherent flaw with open world games. That's a flaw with Bethesda open world games. Like, they have the ability to put quests on a timer, and in fact, they do in some of their other games. Like Oblivion has some quests where you have to wait for like a certain amount of time, and actually here too, there's parts where you have to wait for a certain amount of time before you can do things. But
Yeah, but I mean, like, given a quest, and if you don't, like, complete it before X amount of... Like, Wind Waker was perfect for that, because you did have quests that you had to complete in a time frame. And that feels very open world.
yes, and that's a good example of how you could do that. And
It's just, this game doesn't. So
no, this game doesn't. And this is not a unique complaint that people have. Like people have mentioned this many times before, that it creates a weird feeling.
You're the hero of the wasteland who just does things at their own pace.
Right.
And who cares if somebody dies in the process? It's not like it's your bad.
Yeah.
But it's not like anybody does. It's not like you ever fail a quest.
Right. Exactly. And like I said, that's a common complaint about this game in particular. And ooh, there's Brotherhood of Steel is fighting the super mutants over there.
I guess it's just... I don't know.
No, it's...
Open world games, to me, like, the vast majority of them just feel like meander for exploration reasons, but everything you do will be because you did it.
Yeah.
Nothing else in life matters except what you do.
Yeah. The irony of this is that, for instance, the original Fallout game was on a timer. If you didn't complete the main quest...
Brotherhood of Steel went bye-bye.
Yeah, I guess they didn't win. Oh well. If you didn't complete the main quest of Fallout 1 within a certain amount of time, then super mutants would overrun Vault 13 and you would lose. Or... No, I think that was the only fail state. I was gonna say, like, or they die from their, like, water purifier thing, but I think that the super mutant thing was always the fail state for that. Anyway, but yeah, that game was on a timer. You had a specific set time limit for completing the game, but they don't do that in these games. Now, I agree that it makes it a lot less realistic, but I would argue that it also makes it a bit more fun. Yeah, you get him, Nick. Because you don't ever feel like you are forced to tackle any given quest that you don't want to do.
Yeah, let's do it.
At least not right away.
Let's go. Oh.
Not a good time to lose one's head.
Okay, Mom needs to go potty. Someone has to. I'm sorry. Ugh. I know.
Okay.
You can come with me, though.
So, Revere Beach Station. This place obviously is infested with raiders.
Disappearing act, huh?
I'll just take all that, thank you. So yeah, this is a kind of a nice place to get a lot of good loot from, especially book return tokens, which sounds weird, but they have a ton of them here. And they have one of their book return machines as well. Hey. Excuse me 1 second. I just want to grab that buff out. Okay, so Nick, come on, man. Can't even see her. I mean, you're gonna do whatever you want, I guess. So you do. There. Problem solved. So they have a bunch of old skee ball machines here, or I guess these are the old basketball. You know, the arcade machines where you sit there and throw a basketball at a hoop and try to pretend that you got game. I mean, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys actually have game. I certainly do not. Okay, so let's go to the book return machine. It's a little covered in blood. Okay. Alright, we got 29 tokens. Really, the only thing that is even remotely interesting is the stim pack and the fusion core. Neither of which are that special. I'll just take all your stuff. We got all these smashed up arcade machines. It's kind of cool. Here's a pool set, which we're going to grab stuff from because, you know, why not? What's up here? Well, there's the boss chest.
Yes.
There. Okay. Looks like there's a box of, oh, there, mentats. That was positioned so that you could almost not get it out. Alrighty. Something over here. Oh, there's a raider. How did we miss him?
Loot on you better be worth it.
There. Okay. So, our goal is to hit Nahant, which is directly across from us. Over there. But, the easiest way to get to it is to go down this way and then down that way. Otherwise, we got to swim quite a ways, and it's very slightly radioactive. Not that radiation is that big of a concern in this game, if you haven't noticed already. It's actually almost never a concern. But still. There is a metro at Revere Beach Station, and ideally we would clear that out, which I'll probably do later. And we'll explore Reed Marina later as well, because there's an interesting, again, unmarked, like, it's not really a quest, it's more like just a thing. But there we go, level 51. So, what do we got?
Oh, my body is
One
racked.
additional kit in for Critical Banker is nice.
Ugh.
Let's see here.
I don't think I should ever eat jalapeno again.
I'm going to go ahead and start working on Scrounger, because with higher levels of Scrounger we will find 50 cal ammo much better, and 50 cal is for my sniping rifle now. But for right now, we're just going to ignore Reed Marina, because I'm a man droid on a mission. I think this is probably better. You mind? I'm trying to hit you in the face. There. Gibson Point Pier. There's nothing really here. Just some, like, minor loot in this diner. And lots of fireworks. Let's disarm that tripwire. Blast the head off that monkey for no reason. Disarm that gun. It's okay. I'm sure they've got the wire pinned down. Nick seems like a pretty competent fellow. Come on. There.
Got it.
Okay. Easy enough. There was a stew pot in there? The stew pot is bigger than the trash can.
Here somewhere.
Nick. Must be here somewhere. It's right in front of you. He was hitting you while you were saying that. This is the other side to the bathroom, but from what I remember, there's nothing else in here. Okay, dead raider. Nothing else of consequence is what I meant. Like, I knew there was junk in here, but nothing that's worth going after. Okay, so then we hop across this little car bridge. And I want to switch back to my 1911. That's Sagus Ironworks, and that's Finch Farm over there, which we do have a quest to go talk to those people, but like later. This parking lot. Can't remember what it's called here. Mr. Handy. Where? There was definitely no Mr. Handy there. Sure, try to pickpocket him. Lynn Pier Park. Okay. This place typically is crawling around. Fuels. That's there. No problem. Kind of trying not to engage stuff as much as possible because I really want. Can I not grab that deflated kickball? Okay. Can I grab the... Nope. There we go.
Nothing's getting by me.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, by the way, why are you here? Oh, there's a dead Minutemen. I'll take your stuff. Like, why are the Minutemen out here? Like, there's nothing over here. I think there's like a settlement or two further that way, but that's it. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere here. So, creep along this causeway. because I like saying causeway. And that is an assault train. Alright. Let's see. Okay, that was significantly less effective than I hoped. Brotherhood of Steel is up to their old tricks. Oh, thanks for telling them I was here, guys. Cool. Easy anything. Take some fusion cores, take this stuff. So this was something to do with a military shipment. So it's got all the military robots, but it's also got some military loot. So again, it's an unmarked location, but it's not a bad one for collecting shit. This right here is another red rocket, obviously. And that looks like the Brotherhood of Steel are just going to town, so let's just let them do their thing for a minute. Ooh, we got a spine. Finally, I have some backbone. Do. Yeah, this loop sucks. However, you don't need boosters to get up here. You can kind of parkour the junk. And there's a bunch of bowling pins. A basketball, even though bowling balls are a thing in this game, so I don't know why. So this is a pretty sweet setup up here, not gonna lie. Too bad it's utterly useless for our purposes.
Hello.
Okay. Sheriff's office is right up ahead here.
Come on up.
There's other stuff to do on Nahant, but... And please, tell me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, because I probably am.
Does it matter?
Initiative is dead. Probably not. Brotherhood Knigget is dead. Holotags from Brotherhood of Steel members can be sold back to the Brotherhood
That's little
for
horrible.
mucho dinero. Yeah, I know. It's pretty morbid, isn't it? It's not gonna stop me from doing it.
Well, no, you need them caps.
I certainly need them more than they do, and they charged me for my own equipment, so Okay. Looks like we got a bunch of ghouls here. No, I need that ghoul meat that's completely 100% garbage and worthless. We had one. Joe Martin. He had a note on him. I'll have to read that in a second. Okay, Joe Martin had a note. And I don't know which one it was. It's probably one of these generic letters, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Okay, let's loot upstairs. Shit, yeah, I want a subway token. What if I want to ride the subway? Technical document. Like I said, we're going to start seeing those now that we're members of Brotherhood of Steel. Eddie Winter holotape number 5. I will play that in a second. Delicious rat poison. Remember, kids, if your parents tell you not to drink something because it's poison, it is because it is in fact delicious, and they want it all for themselves. I would be a very good father. Okay, winter holotape logs. East Boston PD. Where is the East Boston PD? That's South Boston PD. There's East Boston PD, and that's actually a location that's not too far from Country Crossing, so we can hit that up shortly. Quest items, Eddie Winter, holotape number 5.
Message to Sal Bosconi. You and I clearly need to talk. About Danvers, about the Montrano mess, about everything. I think we'd both agree that our attempts to improve North-South relations have been a complete failure. Look, I take full responsibility for the behavior of my guys. I expect you to do the same for that moron Montrano. But what happened in Danvers? I hardly know what to say. Your people turned that theater into a slaughterhouse. Those people are dead on your orders, not mine. And for no conceivable reason I can see. So let's meet. Just the two of us. Talk it all out. You name the time and place. Eddie Winter, signing off.
Okay. We're going to work to Country Crossing. Head down, and that'll put us over the halfway mark on these tapes. There are 9 of them. Well, 10 of them, actually, I think. So maybe we're... Because there's 0, and we're missing 0, 1, 2... 0 and 1 through... 0 through 9 is what I'm trying to say. 0 through 9. And we have all of them except for 1, 2, 3, and 6. So I think we're actually already over halfway. But one of them is given to you for free at the beginning of that quest. So having it isn't too impressive. Okay, and I know this one. I know this one all too well. Anything on this bus? No? Okay. Warehouse over here. I'm not going to bother with that right now. Another Drumlin Diner. This school right here is the location of a quest that we'll be doing later on. But for right now, somebody threw away a perfectly good bag of cement. We're going to go over here to the destroyed police station after looting this trash can. See, there's one drinking glass in there. You have no idea how valuable that would be. That could fetch us upwards of pennies. Look, I'm a compulsive looter. Doesn't matter.
That's why I don't play these games, because I would do absolutely everything in this junk.
Yeah, I have been kind of looting everything. Because I've got OC Decorator loaded.
Oh, now I get why it's called that.
Yeah. Eddie Winter holotape number 6 and a sweet roll. Might as well play that for yous while we're looting.
Message to Charlotte Wen. My dear Miss Wen, I hope you're well. After our little joint venture this past May, you should be. If memory serves correctly, that pallet of buff out earned you a small fortune, and probably 8 years in a state correctional facility. So I got to thinking, why not do it again? We both love the same things, money and destroying people who get in our way. Together we'll outmaneuver them all. Boston will be ours for the taking. Let them play checkers. We'll play chess. Eddie Winter, signing off.
Okay. Okay, East Boston PD and South Boston PD. We already know those locations. So now, where else is there a police station? I know there's one down here in Quincy. I don't want to go for it though. And I don't think there's one in this area. We are still missing quite a few though. Well, now it's just a question of where do I want to go? And what do I want to do? The plot requires us to go to Goodneighbor. All our locations still chugging along here. It looks like Ten Pines might be overcrowded a bit, so let's go take care of that problem. Oh. Looks like I showed up just in time. Okay. Nope, we got 14 people. We've got 14 beds. We got only 12 food, though.
Make more food?
Yeah, this is easy enough to solve. Here, I'm not even going to give them meter food. I'll just... You.
Got it.
Waste your life farming. Okay.
Thanks for your help, friend.
Now then. I better zip down to Taffington Boathouse and make sure that somebody actually decided to work the plants, because they probably didn't. Oh no, they got 5 food going. That's enough for now. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here. I'm not going to do that one yet. Not going to do that one yet. Could do that one. Can't do that one just yet. Maybe someday. Yeah. Don't want to do that one yet. I guess we could, go take care of Easy City Downs. I guess let's go do that. Sounds like a good way to waste some time. Okay. Now, we want to go east. No left turn. Why not? Purified water ahead. Yeah, this is Raider controlled, and it's all a scam. Just detecting it so that it's on our map here. Okay. Do I want to take yet another level of that, or should I take something else? I'm going to start taking robotics expert because it will help us down the road. Okay. This is Easy City Downs.
And they're off. Iron Maiden's out to an early lead, but Piece of Junk's right behind. Piece of Junk is really showing off those new mods. What a race! What a race!
So I just wanted you guys to see what's going on here. You should be able to get a view from here.
It's another great day out here at the track. Hey, pipe down out there. We got a race on.
Yep, they've programmed the robots to run the track.
Don't forget Boston Blaster. He's pulled us out before. Atomic Dreams is still hanging in there. Old Rusty's as steady as ever. Let's give him a hand, huh? This is one hell of a race. Damn it! What is it now?
Yeah. Just gonna sit here.
Take him down, boys.
Somebody noticed.
Who the fuck is that?
Okay. Well, the sniping was fun while it lasted.
Come on, you're holding up the race. That's killer.
Just gonna get a feel for where. Alright, that's Nick. Let's see. Let's just do some mid-battle looting as I do. Yeah. This, by the way, is how you get up if you don't have boosters.
He's in the camp. Call in the bots. Turn him loose.
this stuff here, because this is very valuable garbage. Here comes your uncle. Boston Blaster. Atomic Dreams. Where was the... Oh yeah, I already...
Let's do this.
There. I think this is going rather well.
That is driving me nuts.
That's okay, I can turn that off. Beep boop repair shop terminal.
That's it.
Thought I could do it from that terminal, yeah, but apparently I can't.
At least it stopped for a while.
Lady Lovelace. Hello. Ah, okay. Isn't hacking robots wonderful, folks? Ugh. It says R, but it's not R. So that's why I keep... R toggles my camera from first to third person. It's center mouse button. Because that's what I've changed it to. You can choose to, like, activate these things and change their targeting parameters.
Then you don't loot them.
Sure you can, after they're destroyed.
It's easier to do it this way, right?
Robot control terminal. This is where you would be able to do that.
Got it.
Change targeting parameters, activate reserve robots, activate emergency self-destruct. I don't need to do that, though, at this point.
Hello.
I just wanted to prove that I could.
I think you're gonna want to go through this.
Am I? Am I going to want to go through that?
Hide from me.
I'm gonna find whatever's blowing that horn and shove it up their ass.
It's old Rusty here. There. Problem solved. Yep, he had a holotape with the dual song loaded on it, so that is exactly what
Damn it! Screw this!
Still kicking?
Okay. That stuff. Some of those clan chimes. So obviously this place was set up pre-war as a betting place.
One of you lost here, huh?
Crap. Sanctuary was under attack. And yep, let's look this. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Sweet.
That was definitely worth it.
Come on out.
Okay. Hey, Ernie. Oh. Eager Ernie's key, Eager Ernie's password,
Nice.
tumblers today. Tumblers Today is one of the magazines that's actually like, kind of difficult to get. There's not a whole lot of places where you can get it. What can we do with this terminal here? No, just robot controls. I don't give a shit about the robots. They're all dead. Yeah, I know, dog meat. Okay. I suppose
Excuse
I
me.
can.
Please, you've got to help me.
Suppose I
Don't
can
worry. I'm here to rescue you.
save
Oh
this
my
guy.
God, thank you. Let's go.
Okay. So we've cleared that place. Let's bounce back to Sanctuary.
Does that guy follow you then, or?
He'll find his way home on his own.
So there's no escort missions, really?
Not really. And even if there were, he would just like pal around you, like kind of like the escort mission that I'm currently doing in Oblivion, where I've got two people who are following me around, but they don't actually care what I do, so long as I eventually get them where I'm going. Okay, so we're under attack, supposedly?
Shots.
So do I, but I don't see... Not there. I'm coming from that way, so... I'm sorry, sir, but you are not allowed to use your brain in this place. It's bad precedent. Is that it? I'm not seeing the notification pop up that completed this, so I'm assuming that that is not impacted. Ah, yep, there we go. Shot in the back. Okay. Is that it? Get up there. I mean, I guess it was possible. The perpetually unfinished Sanctuary Hills Supermax. Wow, moving along now, dude. Actually doing something somewhat useful for a change. Yeah, yeah. Too quick to get that weapon. That looks suspiciously like this special one that I...
Codsworth.
May I accompany you, sir?
There. You're all still alive. Now deal with it. Okay. Country crossing. Where are you, stupid idiot? There you go.
I don't know how to thank you for that rescue you pulled off.
You're welcome.
You should know we've decided to join the Minutemen. You can count on our help if you need it.
I just wanted to thank you again for getting me home safe. I won't forget what you've done for me.
Seems to be growing well.
Let's loot a bit. Yeah, there's not a whole lot in Country Crossing worth looting. Oh, that's a campfire. And real quick, like, let's jump over to the boathouse. Oh, excuse me. Oh, jeez. Sorry, guys. Oh. I had the sneezies. Probably. Okay. No, I don't want to send Dogmeat away. I want to find one of the idiots who lives here who's not employed as a food person. Oh good, there's a Brahmin in here for no particular reason. Grace. You are going to be a supply line to Country Crossing.
Enjoy it, don't die.
Or do.
I mean, she is named Grace. That's a very likely possibility.
Yeah. For those not in on the joke, the channel Let's Game It Out has a long-standing policy of torturing people named Grace.
It's great. Best running joke ever.
I should say, like, video game characters, not people. Like, if that wasn't obvious.
Look at this channel. It's great.
It is pretty great. Not going to work. Let's get rid of all this stuff.
Oh, my favorite is the 2 cents for big guns. I got Nick down muscles. Or Nick down shoulders.
Yeah, it was with dumb shoulders. Yeah, but I got McDown shoulders.
Or like Keanu Reeves.
Get rid of all this stuff. To get those last bits of trash, you have to actually. There we go. But to get these last bits of trash, you have to go through the public. Hello. For this one, you probably do. It annoys me to no end that in the post-apocalyptic future, no one can remember what a goddamn room looks like. It's like, guys, come on.
Well, I'm not going to post about apocalyptic. I don't want to.
This might look a little goofy when we're all done because we can't target all of these blobs of trash. Because some of them are outside our allowed construction area. But I don't care. Trash piles are going. So they're always going. Whenever I'm able. Why did they have trash piles underneath it? Those were too far down to even see. Bethesda, you crazy. Trying to scrap the individual elements. of the thing instead of scrapping it. Okay. Yeah, could be fine. Alright, I think... Oh, scrap a little more trash. Fallen branches all need to go. I'll keep this because it's cool. Not so much these fallen branches. But I'll keep the track thing. Yeah, get rid of the lines. Yeah, that's better, right? Ish. And for the coup de grace, whoa. Wait. There. There we go. Nice, clean settlement with absolutely nothing in it. Zero defense, zero bets, just how we want it. And that's how it's going to stay for now, because we've hit the end of our little feature tonight. So I'm going to save. And next time we do this, we will come back and we will maybe make this place nice, or maybe ruin it further. I don't know. But we're getting close on getting all of Valentine's tapes, so pretty soon we'll be able to wrap up his quest and move on to a different companion, which is kind of why I've been stalling, is because I want to finish him up. I will be taking him with us, though, when we do Far Harbor, because there's plot reasons why we should. But thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Tomorrow night, it should be KOTOR, barring, random acts of randomness, which I am prone to. And then we've got Oblivion, and Saturday we should be back to Skyrim. So, fun stuff. Until next time, guys, let's